They had three of the top 5 teams. Sheridan wasn't ranked in the top 5 at that point. They beat all those teams and grabbed that #2 ranking. Tonight should be in for a good game. The Bruins are only 5-3 this year in the league standings, but Humber at 8-1. They've only lost 1 game in the regular season. Sheridan has lost 3 games this year, all on the road. 1 game to Humber, 1 game to Seneca, and they lost to George Brown on the road.
Interesting note that Sheridan is ranked nationally #2, Humber #5, but here in the OCAA, there you see the standings. Humber at 8-1, Sheridan down in 4th place with a 5-3 record. And as you mentioned, Dave, all 3 of their losses are on the road. So they're at home tonight here at Sheridan facing the always tough Humber Hawks.
Well, everybody knows that the Sheridan Bruins always play tough at home. When you come into this J.M. Porter gym here, every team knows that they're in for a tough battle. The Bruins in here with the crowd behind them, they play great defense. And to beat Humber tonight, they're going to really have to play strong defense.
That's right. They're looking to overtake Seneca and George Brown in the standings, and also, of course, Humber, who are currently in 1st place. Maybe, Dave, you can take a look at the starting lineups first, I guess, for Sheridan.
Okay, well, a notable scratch here, Garnett Richards. He's out. He sprained ligaments in his ankle a couple of weeks ago. He'll be back in the lineup in a few weeks. But starting for the Bruins, we've got Errol Clara. He's a 5'11 guard. He's a big scorer for the Bruins. Also starting tonight, we've got Kelly Flack. He'll be starting at forward in place of Garnett Richards. Frank Paris, also starting for the Bruins, Ed Craig and Rob Drasdo. And for the Humber Hawks, we've got Wayne Ainsworth, Earl Moncrief. He's their big point guard. He'll take the ball to the basket over anybody. He's just a little guy at 5'9", but he goes up to he takes the ball to the hoop with the best.
He's out of Eastern Commerce from Toronto, and this kid can play, so we'll have to watch out for him.
That's a great basketball.
Bruins and Hawks ready to go. Referee Wiley toss, and Hawks control the tip. And this is the Moncrief. We talked about him in the opening, 5'9 guard out of Toronto's Eastern Commerce. Sheridan matches up man-to-man early on. Dump off pass to Cohen Sutherland. Comes back to the top. This is Ainsworth White, and he gets a lot of iron, but gets it to drop, and the Hawks are on the board first, 2-zip. But here come the Bruins right back over the timeline, led by Frank Paris.
Interesting to note, Humber has picked up their full-court man defense right off the start here, and good to see the Sheridan Bruins coming out in a man-to-man defense also. When the Bruins play man-to-man, when they're really active on defense, they're really, really tough to beat.
First foul of the game to #10, Ainsworth White, his first personal, first team foul. Bruins go on offense, looking to tie it. Drasdo back outside now as they reset. This is Paris. He plays point guard for a while, but here comes the man that really controls the offense for the Bruins. That's Clara, Earl Clara. Back on top, Kelly Flack. Off to the side iron for Frank Paris, and he knocks the score at 2, but here comes Moncrief and the Hawks quickly back up. Turnaround Jay for Lowry. Takes it, blocked there. Nice defensive play, but traveling as he made the reception. Good call.
Well, there you see the Humber Hawks, the basic. What makes up their game is that fast break. For a small team, they have to be able to fast break in order to beat the Bruins tonight.
3-point attempt. Lowry doesn't get it to go. Big rebound by Craig. He's the guy who made the block, and now here come the Bruins. Once again, Kelly Flack for out of Streetsville. He plays a point guard off to the near side. Down just in front of us now, back on top for Flack. Still top of the key. This is Paris into Clara. Inside to Drasdo. Goes inside. Nice move in the paint.
Drasdo's your classic big guy there. Just a great big man move there underneath.
There's Earl Moncrief. Ainsworth White with him on the guard positions. They set up. Bruins still matched up man-to-man offense. 18-19 remaining first half action. J.M. Porter Athletic Complex. Swish that time by Ainsworth White. And he's out of Runnymede, but interestingly enough, didn't play for the senior Redmond. Played only junior ball, and the Bruins come back and convert the fast break.
Nice pass there from Kelly Flack. He spotted Paris up by the basket all alone. There was nobody on him, and just fed him the ball.
Driving inside this time is #12 Moncrief. Won't get a hoop, but he'll get a foul just as good. Probably be possession on the throw-in.
Interesting to see Kelly Flack coming out as the starting point guard for the Bruins here tonight. 6'4". He's a guard. He's listed as a guard forward, but he's playing point guard for the Bruins. 6'4" is an awfully big guy to have out on the outside there.
Absolutely. So we'll have to watch that as the night progresses along. This is number 12, Earl Moncrief, at the line. He has 2 shots, makes the first. Bruins up 6-5, still in the early going here at the Porter Athletic Center. Moncrief automatic on the line, converts both, but here come the Bruins breaking the press. Drasdo, and he goes up at the touch of glass, and the Bruins are up 8-6 now. Quickly though, the Hawks coming back. This is Moncrief, pulls it out, now goes iron, big sky hook that time, and it drops. We're knotted once again. That should be a technical foul as number 33 for Humber batted the ball out of the possession. Heath Tomlinson will pick up the tee that time. You got to let the guy inbounds the ball.
Humber picking up the full court pressure here. It's good to see Kelly Flax really dissecting that full court press. He's the first 3
inbounds play, can't break the plane of the end line, which he did that time, batting the ball away. Here come the Bruins. They get the shot in possession now. Number 25, this is Paris working one-on-one. Humber Hawks matchup defensively, and that's a travel call before the contact, as Clairol didn't see the defensive play of Ainsworth White, who hustled over there nicely and traveled before any of the contact. Hawks take possession.
You know, I thought there was a rule there where he had to give the offensive player a step, but
Ainsworth White that time, in the eye of the official, I guess, gave that step. Now here come the Hawks. Good boards that time by 54, Ed Craig for the Bruins, and they once again break out quickly. Clara, jumper, 2! And the Bruins now widen their margin to 3. Moncrief bringing the Hawks back. They slow it down a bit now for the first time, setting up a play. Set play, Bruins still playing a loose man-to-man now. Moncrief off the give and go, goes inside, a lot of big bodies in there. Dishes off to Sutherland, he hits iron that time. Big boards by the Hawks, number 33 Tomlinson. He picked up technical foul earlier, but he gets the board in 2 points there. But here come the Bruins now. They're up by 1. Clara, far corner out top to the point man, Flack. Nothing that time for the Bruins, but here come the Hawks. They can push it when they want to, and this is White. Jumper, good! Hawks lead for the first time in the game, 12-11.
That's 3 in a row he's hit. If he gets hot for the Hawks, the Bruins could be in trouble.
Full court zone pressure now for Humber. Once again, Bruins break it easily and convert on the other end. For 2, no call, good no call that time as Lowry was playing defense. Ball is left through, have to be technical or intentional to get a call on that play. Bruins up by 1. This will be a close game all the way through, I think, Dave.
Absolutely. The Bruins have got to get out on those shooters on the outside, get a hand in their face.
Bounce pass to the inside. They bring it back out now. 3-point land was Moncrief. Goes into the big guy's land. Downtown for Sutherland. Can't control it. Back out for Moncrief. He tries 3. Nothing there. Air ball. Ainsworth White, the little man, goes inside to haul in the rebound. This is 31 Lowry. That's 3. Nothing there. Bruins rebound. Outlet. And this is number 22, Kelly Flack. Sideline possession. Paris. Jumper and mesh. Bruins stretch it out now and pick up full court man-to-man. Ainsworth White, no problem. Remember, he was out of Runnymede High, never played for the senior team there, who we all know the powers they are provincially. Only played up till junior ball at Runnymede High. 33, Tomlinson, jumper, iron. Rebound, Clara can't handle it. 31, Lowry picks it up. More iron that time. Lowry with another chance. Inside Tomlinson, he gets a foul that time.
Drasdo got him on the arm there, but I tell you, the Bruins are going to have to get on those defensive boards. They've got a big height advantage. And Humber has just been crashing those offensive boards and beating the Bruins to the ball. The Bruins got a big height advantage. If they're going to do anything in this game, they got to take advantage of that height advantage in here.
There we saw the replay of the boards and the foul. 35 remaining, first half action. A couple of substitutions made for the Bruins, and Mahoney is in. He'll start running the offense now. This is Earl Clara, far side.
This is where I think the Bruins might have an advantage. This has started off as such a quick game, really a lot of pace to this. And the Bruins have such a deep bench. Wayne Allison plays everybody. that if conditioning is a factor, that the Bruins should come out a little bit for the better, because simple fact, they play more of their players.
There's number 13 on throwing, John Dixon. He's a likable guy as he makes a pass in that time to number 42, Garnis. He can't get it to go, and here come the Hawks. Ainsworth White. Wholesale changes almost by the Bruins on that last possession. Hawks go up, can't get nothing to go inside. Tomlinson a big board and nothing. It's still loose, goes out of bounds. Bruins will take possession.
Drasdo rejected that ball again inside, and he got an elbow in the nose, and he's hurting there, and he's going to go off.
15-14, Sheridan leading Humber Hawks.
But good inside defense there by Drasdo. He just got up there and swatted that ball right away.
Ian Crocker checking in for the Bruins. He's out of Aldershot High in Burlington. Mahoney having trouble breaking the press. White picks up the loose ball, and he travels there. That was Moncrief traveling.
That's the first turnover of the game that the Hawks have forced off the press. They took Kelly Flack out of there, and the first time up the floor, they didn't get the ball up.
The Hawks now make a couple of substitutions. We'll pick them up. Crocker on the inbounds to Mahoney. Zone press coverage by the Hawks. Clare will probably take it over the timeline, and he does. He's got Mahoney with him on the point. Now they'll set up. Dixon coming around this side using a screen, but Mahoney goes downtown, but moving too slow on the slide defensively that time was Moncrief, and he'll pick up the Humber foul.
Mahoney is really quick point guard, and he'll take the ball to the hoop against anybody. He's got a really quick first step in there.
Here's Dixon out of Streetsville on the throw, and once again, not too much motion though by the Bruins. Could be a dangerous move here, but traveling that time, not knowing Mahoney made a big error that time, not knowing, no over and back on the throw-ins. And he picked up the ball and looked a little bit like Roger Craig on the weekend.
Roger Craig high-stepping it down there.
Running that time. So a mental error, unforced error, and a turnover for the Bruins. We'll see if the Hawks convert. Number 11, Carvalho in now. He'll run the offense for a while for the Hawks. This is Jim Ebanks. He's out of Martin Grove inside, and a bucket that time for the Hawks.
It's a strong pick in there. I think it knocked John Dixon out of his wits there. He left his man completely uncovered by the side of the net, and an easy 2 points for Humber.
Earl Clara far outside, an 18-footer. Can't get it to go. Big rebound, offensive rebound for the Hawks. Or the Bruins, sorry. They don't get it to go. But here come the Hawks. Nice transition that time, and a nice tip by number 21, Kenneth Gray, as he followed up a Hawk miscue and ends up getting a 2-point conversion. Mahoney now goes coast to coast for the Hawks, feeds off to Dixon. Got a man inside, it's Mahoney. He goes up strong and gets a foul. Number 21, Kenneth Gray will be the culprit on that one.
Mahoney, a little guy in there going up against the big guy. Not much of a chance, but he drew the foul inside. It's 18-15 right now. Sheridan down by 3, and the subs in there.
This time for Humber, Wayne Wright checks in and replaces Moncrief. Moncrief played the whole game thus far, and he did a lot of running in the early going, so he checks out for a little pine on the behind. Mahoney converts from the line. Bruins now down by 1, but here come the Hawks. 12:44 first half action. Steve Foxcroft and Dave Hughes bringing it to you along with our cable neck crew.
And a turnover there. Good work on by John Dixon. He just reached in there and knocked the ball away.
Wayne Wright called on a carrying violation that time. So Bruins will look for the lead now, as Hawks have their second lead of the ball game. Clara, he's sort of a jumping guy, and there'll be a foul on the play. Charge it to number 11, Carvalho, as he grabbed Clara as he made one of his patented inside moves. And if you watch Ural, he's the type of guy who bounces when he bounces like he's bouncing the ball, and that's how he moves. He's interesting to watch.
A little guy like that, and there aren't too many big guys out there right now. And for the Bruins, a little substitution problem here. One referee wants the ball in play, the other one wants the guy to come on, so.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there. The guy who came on for the Bruins didn't tell Ural that he's gone. So he stayed on, 6 guys. Mahoney hits the J from 15 feet, and the Bruins take the lead again by 1. I don't think we'll see much more than a 6-point lead in this ball game tonight.
Bruins picked up full court zone here.
OCAA action coming to you live on the, this will be a tape delay on the cable net game of the week. Steve Foxcroft and Dave Hughes bringing it to you, and there will be a hold. Charge it to Frank Paris as he grabbed the cutter coming through that time, as Carvalho tried to come through, coming to the pass. Good fundamental play there, but with a big grab, Frank Paris out of Chinguzi, and the Hawks will take possession on the baseline. Inbounds pass, this is Carvalho. Offside wingman forward, nice play there, but Dixon got a grab on him, and he'll pick up a foul that time.
As the Bruins have sort of dropped down on their defense here. They're not working quite as hard as they have been in the first 8 minutes here.
And this will be
the last 2 plays, both men have gotten beaten by a step by their man, and they've had to foul.
Referee Snedero rules that Ebanks was going up for a shot, so it gives him 2. Dixon now wants to come in and get a lane space there. Good move. As Ebanks misses on the first, we'll try to knot the game here. Ebanks out of Martin Grove, a 6'4" forward. Crocker on the inbounds. Here's Mahoney. Dribbles up near the timeline or over the timeline. This is Paris. He goes Jay, nothing there. Tipped out that time by Carvalho. Bruins will keep possession. Scores knotted at 19. Coach A's up working the sidelines already at the 11-minute mark. Mahoney, nice jumper in the air, goes to one hand and gets it to go, bottom of the iron.
You can see why he's leading Bruins in scoring. 17 points a game. He's got, there's that little scrapper Dixon. He just steals the ball from anybody. He plays really, really active defense. He's got quick hands.
Dixon turning defense into offense there, and I told you, he's a likable guy. He's one of those guys you just gotta like, just a little guy out there, but works his guts out. Humber, that's Carvalho, gets right back into it with a baseline J from 17 feet. Here comes 25 Paris. He leads the Bruins back. Mahoney. Dixon goes baseline, but he walks. So Dixon takes the suitcase along after making a nice defensive play, and the Hawks make changes.
Wholesale subs here. 3 new Hawks coming in anyways.
And another late one coming too, so they'll make 4. 4 out of the 5 guys will go to the Pine. This is a young guy, number 22, David Adams from Guelph Centennial. Guelph Centennial, powerhouse in the Guelph area. And they occasionally knock off some of these big Toronto schools in tournament action. Bruins holding on to a 2-point lead. A lot of body action downtown there as number 31 for the Hawks. He likes to bang it. Dougie Lowry goes inside, gets a deuce. A lot of iron there. But here comes Mahoney in the Bruins over the timeline. 3-on-3. Mahoney pulls it out. Sets up. He's got the big guy downtown. That looked like Ed Craig, but he couldn't get it to go. Sorry, make that Garnis, Jason Garnis. He couldn't get it to go, and he ends up picking up an offensive foul on the play with a little bit of a push-off there.
Offensive foul. He didn't need to go into the basket there. If he'd just gone straight up, he would have had it. The Hawks player was standing still underneath the basket. If he puts his hand up to try and block it, he's going to ruin himself on the rim.
That's right. Here comes Moncrief. He's back in after a brief rest.
Kelly Flack back in for the Bruins, too.
Here's Lowry, back to Moncrief. Moncrief, nice bounce pass that time for Sutherland. He goes baseline, but is fouled as Garnis got to grab him. Garnis out of Belleville, 6'8" center. And he's been banging and clanging this year, one of the most valuable players for the Bruins.
Well, Cohane Sutherland there just put a move on Kelly Flack. I think Kelly left something in the back door anyways. Just went by him. Kelly went one way and Sutherland went the other way, straight to the hoop, and that caused a foul.
So Sutherland now on the charity line, be a 2-shot foul. Good knee action on the free throw. Gets it to drop. The Hawks lead. They have their 3rd lead of the ball game. Interesting note, a lot of the Hawks are wearing the shorts underneath the shorts, as there's a white violation. The Bruins in too soon, so Sutherland will get another attempt now at the foul shot. But interesting note, a lot of the players in this league wearing the shorts under the shorts, and I don't know why they do it.
Well, they look like bicycle, like bike racer shorts.
Either the bike racing shorts or the triathlon shorts type of deal, another way to describe them.
I'm not sure if they think it's fashionable or
if they do it,
or they just like stretchy pants.
Yeah. But you won't see it in the high school ranks. That's illegal. You only see it in the college NCAA rules. Nice pick that time by number 54, Craig. Mahoney takes advantage. Can't get it to drop. Boards that time by Paris, and he gets it to go. Bruins tie the score.
6 points for Paris.
nearing the halfway mark of the first half. 31 for the baseline. That was 3-point land. Doug Lowry can't get it to go. Cavallo rebound, makes a couple of pump fakes off the iron. There'll be a foul on the rebound. Give it to David Adams, the Guelph kid.
Well, Doug Lowry, he's taken 3 3-point shots already, and none of them have been close. He's been off the rim, big rebounds every time, and the Bruins have usually come up with those bigger rebounds. They're not getting the ones really in close. The last 2 minutes or so here, a lot of difference between the university level and the college level, and I'd say offhand that you're seeing some of the best basketball in the country right here tonight.
Okay, here come the Bruins after the Hawks timeout. Come down, nice defensive play. Couldn't control it, though, was number 31, Lowry. Hawks set up Crocker. Near side for Kelly Flack. It goes inside. Nobody seems to want it. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be White possession. Bruins will take control. Only 12 seconds remaining on the shot clock. So we'll see what they set up here on the inbounds. Have to be something quick.
Well, Kelly Flack drove for the middle there and got sandwiched. It looked like he was Roger Craig again trying to go through the line.
Here's Peter Mahoney. Shot clock winded down. 5 seconds. Got to do something with it. Off to the side for Flack. Paris back to Mahoney. 3-point. Shot clock goes. It'll count.
If it goes in, but it didn't go in, so.
Lowry now back down to Adams. Adams gets one to drop. Adams looks like a first-year kid, kind of tall, lanky.
Straight off the bench, he puts that in. He hasn't even worked up a sweat yet.
Bruins can't handle the inbounds pass. Moncrief on the steal. This is Sutherland. A lot of iron there. Here come the Bruins. Rebound and break. Mahoney, he's got Paris with them. Likes to go to Paris, can't handle it. Comes back to Mahoney, and he converts on the left-handed layup.
It's 8 points for Mahoney. He's been in since the 8-minute mark.
Moncrief now over the timeline for Humber. Paris on him defensively. Bruins still in a man-to-man offense, and there's a pass that Sutherland couldn't handle. Kind of lackadaisical. Bruins convert offense from defense. Kelly Flack on the other end. They go up by 2. Carvalho now.
The whole key to the Bruins play is how they play on defense. If they're playing an active defense, their offense flows straight from it.
That time Sutherland was blocked inside by one of the Bruins. Here comes Paris back. Pulls up for the jumper. Mahoney dishes off, and he uses a touch of the window and gets on the drop, and the Bruins are up by 4.
A nice block shot there and an easy 2 points at the other end.
Moncrief, an Eastern Conference product, dishes off to a Runnymede product. Lowry. This is Sutherland. Back up top to Moncrief. 10 on the shot clock. Moncrief, jumper, nothing but mesh that time. Mahoney on the inbounds, over to the big guy Drasdo. Back to Mahoney. He's got Paris down court, 12-footer, count it! Bruins restore the 4-point advantage. They're starting to pick up the action a little bit. Nice defensive play by Rob Drasdo out of Cambridge as he came over and knocked that ball out of bounds. Here comes Earl Clara. He was on the bench for a while. Humber Hawks making 3 changes. And
Steve Mahoney goes out with 10 points and a good, well-deserved rest by him.
Here's Ainsworth White, 5'10" guard. Dishes off to 21 Gray. Top of the key for Moncrief, can't get it to go. Bruins rebound, here's Earl. Watch if he hops here, can't get it, double teamed. Back out top to Flack. Flack will set it up. It's interesting to note that Flack plays a point guard position when he's on. Dribbles it off his foot that time. Probably an easy conversion for Ainsworth White. Goes high off the glass. Good hustle back by the Bruins. Here they come, 3-on-2. And a holding call at the midcourt strike.
Well, there's a kick ball. The referee missed there. Kelly at the top of the key. Oh, here comes the replay there. A nice block shot by Frank Paris, and Rob Drasdo rips down the rebound. As I was saying, Kelly Flack at the top of the key there dribbled the ball and kicked right off the Humber player's foot and caused that breakaway.
Yeah, I think they didn't rule it because the foot was on the ground when the contact occurred. So the contact off the foot must be intentional for it to be a violation. There's Drasdo, and he gets one to go off the dribble.
6 points for Drasdo. The big guy puts it on the floor and drains it.
Moncrief brings the Hawks back. He's got Ainsworth White with him. Goes into the paint a little bit. Now comes out, gives Ural a little bit of a shove. No call. Good no call. Big Eddie Craig on the rebound, and he's hacked by Earl Moncrief. And now the Hawks are over the limit and to the line.
It's 2 fouls on Moncrief, too. If he gets into the 3-4 foul territory, the Humber Hawks could be in trouble.
Big Eddie Craig now goes to the charity line. He'll have 1. And the bonus. He's out of Lorne Park, a 6'6" center. So you look up front for the Bruins, and they got a 6'6" center and a 6'8" big guy. And they like to bang and clang, as we've seen so far tonight. 6:39 remaining. Bruins up by 6. Both teams in a bonus situation.
Craig shooting 67% from the foul line. He didn't get that one to go.
White brings the Hawks back. Sideline possession. Gray, he looks inside, and it'll count, and a foul, and charge it to Flack. Actually, it's going to be a bonus, so that means the foul occurred after the shot, and going to the line will be number 33, Heath Tomlinson. This kid is from Moose Jaw, and he'll have a bonus situation. The points will count, so a good opportunity here for Humber.
Well,
to narrow the lead.
Moose Jaw, not known as one of the basketball capitals of the world, but I tell you, Saskatchewan out there isn't much else to do in the wintertime.
That's right. The Saskatchewan Huskies. Tomlinson misses the shot, but boards by White. And a shot there, more iron that time. It'll go out of bounds. Bruins will take possession. With a 3-point lead with 6:19 to play. The cable net game of the week. Steve Foxcroft and Dave Hughes bringing it to you from the J.M. Porter Athletic Complex on the campus of Sheridan College. And once again, not converting an inbounds pass are the Bruins, and they turn it right back over to Humber.
The Hawks pulled up the full court zone press again, and it just caused the turnover. They couldn't get the inbounds pass.
So like in tennis, unforced errors now starting to go against the Bruins, and they got to turn around some of them. Sutherland goes baseline, goes up strong, and picks up a foul. Go to the charity line. He'll have 2.
That's against Garnis, or... Oh, no, that's against Craig. That's his second foul.
Cohane Sutherland, 6'1" forward. Makes his second appearance at the charity line tonight. He's perfect that time. And he once again chops into the Bruins lead. Here comes Crocker. He's a Burlington Aldershot product. He checks in, and Drasdo from Cambridge takes a rest. Another 6'6" guy for the Bruins.
Well, it says 6'6" here. It's listed as 6'6", but
hey, these things are like they're like religion, these books. Nice defensive play that time. Hustling back was Moncrief. He forces a turnover. Not able to hang on was Tomlinson off the hard pass from Kenneth Gray.
Well, he goes and does all that hard work on defense, steals the ball, and then throws it away.
Kelly Flack now back to Crocker. This side for Ural.
Bruins having a little trouble with the press now from the Hawks.
Yep, they don't have their ball handlers in now, so they can't break that full court pressure, posing a little bit of a problem. Shot clock at 15. Kelly Flack now to his familiar point guard position on offense. Off far side to Paris. Paris double teamed off to Clara. Jumper from 15. He can't get it to go, but we're going to have a foul on the rebound. It'll go against Ainsworth White as he was pushing inside the big guy Crocker, and he picks up a technical foul for arguing with the official, Larry Snedero. And referee Snedero isn't going to take any of that guff.
You know, I think that's a misprint in there. I think Crocker's only 6'2". He doesn't look 6'6" to me. I'm sorry, this is wrong. Yeah, I think he's only 6'2". So anyways, Crocker shooting 48% from the line.
So we'll see what he does here. He's going to have at least a bonus opportunity. We'll see who's going to shoot the tee. Crocker, a lot of iron on the shot. Now we'll see who comes in. It'll be Euro Clara. He'll come in and shoot the one-shot technical. Bruins will also get possession at center ice when we resume.
Clara shoots 83% from the line. Tough. He's the natural choice. He's on the floor. He's shooting that tee.
Crocker now will attempt the inbounds. Does so to Flack. New 30-second clock now. Bruins holding on to a 2-point advantage. Flack now harassed defensively by White, and the ball goes out of bounds. Hawks will take possession.
They're really double teaming that the point guard. Bruins don't have two guys high. They're going to have to bring a guy out of the corner. Everybody's deep for them. They're going to have to bring a guy out of the corner so he take that dish pass.
Good move by Coach Allison now as he brings in Mahoney offensively as we see the Hawks turn it over, going coast to coast with Paris. He'll get the hoop and a foul. Hustling back was Kenneth Gray, but just not enough. Maybe we'll get another look at it. But going back to Allison's move, Coach A saw that they were mishandling the ball. So he takes out the big man, Kelly Flack, and replaces him with a ball handler, Peter Mahoney. Good move. There's a steal. We see.
Not a great play here by Kenny Gray, just bad judgment. And he's saying that Paris pushed out on him, but there's no way. He went up and he fouled him, got him on the arm. I mean, if you're going to foul him. Don't let him get the layup.
Yeah, I think he fouled him on the arm, right down to the toe.
It's 11 points for Paris.
Now the Bruins full court pressure, zone pressure now. 2-2-1 zone pressure for the Bruins. Hawks break it, coming down, but
nice block shot by Paris.
Out of control was Carvalho, and picking up a foul on the loose ball, it'll be Jason Garnis. Take a look at it again. There you see Carvalho goes up, found out there was a big guy around, and there's the foul on Garnis. Nice call there, as he give Kenneth Gray a little bit of shot to the chops. And there you see him going to sit down.
He's taking a seat. That's his third foul. He's still got 5:08 left here in the first half, so
great.
Wayne Allison's just going to sit him down, let him sit out the rest of the half.
Kenneth Gray can't convert. Nice steal, nice hands by Moncrief. Jumper, top of the key. More iron than a one-a-day vitamin there. Nice rebound, Carvalho. He can't get it to go. More iron again. Here comes Mahoney. He's got Ferris with him. Too easy, off the window. And the Bruins up above 40. They're up by a converted touchdown now. 4:46 remaining. First half action. Steve Foxcroft and Dave Hughes on the cable net game of the week. Humber Hawks come back. Nice screen, a nice use of a screen by Moncrief as he sort of went up, double pump, gets his own rebound. Crocker with the big Bruin rebound, and here comes Ural Clara.
Humber's really having a hard time shooting over top of these Bruins. The last 3 times down the floor, they've had their shots blocked.
Clara now goes coast to coast, uses the window. And an interesting stretch now for Humber. We'll see if Coach Katz will call a timeout here. They're in desperate need of a basket. Here's Sutherland. He's tough. Carvalho has Moncrief. Puts Clara in the air. Goes baseline. Can't get it to go. We'll see if Coach Katz will look for a timeout now. He's got some substitutions. Lowry waiting to come in. Here comes Ural Clara.
Moncrief looks like he's tired there.
With Flack out, Clara, there's a 3-point attempt. Can't get it to go. So you were mentioning Clara will play the point guard position when Kelly Flack sits down now for the Bruins. Nice jumper there. Sutherland, bottom of the mesh.
The Bruins have a lot of guys who can play point guard for them. It's just a matter of picking the right one on the right night.
That's right. Frank Paris had the ball batted out of bounds. We'll have substitution. Here comes Dixon back into the game for the Bruins. Checking in for the Hawks is Lowry out of Runnymede, 6'4" forward.
You know, Dixon had a bit of a reputation coming from Streetsville. Streetsville, they used to call him the turnover king.
Oh.
And that was because he gave up the ball just as much as he took it away.
Dixon, top of the key, Mahoney. He adjusts his shot, front iron, no good. Rebound, Clara, he goes up. Good no call there as Sutherland was there defensively. Hawks break out 2-on-2. Sutherland pulls up, front iron and off. Here comes Carvalho, he rebounds. Sutherland once again goes up, front iron once again. 33, Tomlinson follows up in the key. He was the chairman of the board that time. And he gets a Humber Hawks basket. Dixon double team, turns it over. Here comes Ainsworth White. Hawks beginning to roll a bit now as Crocker puts the body to him. Going to the line will be Tomlinson, and he'll have 2. Take a look at it again here as the Hawks sort of gaining momentum a bit here. And there you see the foul as Crocker bodied him.
Well, I don't know if you could call that a body. I think he gave him the old railroad there. Put the elbow in the chin and drove the forearm through the face.
Now, if you talk about guys who, when you want them to foul, you really want them to foul, Crocker is that type of guy.
Well, that's the kind of a foul you know the guy's not going to make the shot.
Tomlinson at the line for the second of 2. can't make either. Big rebound by Eddie Craig out of Lauren Park. Dixon now up to Mahoney. 2 on 4 now of Bruins. Mahoney pulls out, waits for his mates. Off to Clara, near side, window and in as Clara connects, and he's got about 7 points here
7
tonight.
points for Clara.
2:30 remaining, first half. Dixon playing tough man-to-man defense on White. White pulls up, bumped by Dixon, can't get it to drop. Good follow that time. Still can't get it to go. Bruins rebound, nice behind the back dribble. Here comes Mahoney, pulls up jumper, gets a little shot after, the referee caught it. Number 31 on the box out, Doug Lowry, had the nice box out position on Mahoney, but then gave him the extra little shot. Maybe we'll pick it up on replay action. Mahoney with the jumper couldn't get it to go, but a mental error that time by Lowry, and that'll put Mahoney on the charity line for 1-1. We'll take a look at it here. You'll see him pull up. You'll watch 31 Lowry box out, and there you see it. The extra little shove. Mahoney can't get the bonus to go. Knocked out of bounds by Clara. Humber will take possession.
That's a dangerous play there. Mahoney's knees were both locked, and he drove the seat right back into his thighs. He could have done any kind of damage to his knees.
Nice behind the back pass that time by Ainsworth White. Here comes Sutherland, pulls up for the J, can't get it to go. Big rebound by the young guy Adams, and he puts it in.
Well, Sutherland's missed 4 shots in a row from the field, and he's given up those big rebounds that the Bruins like to get.
Yikes, coming over towards us. A pass by Mahoney, too far for Euro Clara. Goes out of bounds. And just like that, the Bruins looking to relinquish some of this lead a bit as we're under the 2-minute mark here in the first half. They built up about a 7 or 8 point advantage, but they're looking to have it fall to the wayside here as they can't control the rebound, and Dixon will pick up a foul on the Ainsworth White jumper from just inside the top of the key.
Well, the Bruins in there just getting out-hustled under the defensive boards again. They got to get active. They've seen an 8-point lead go down to 5 here. They got a chance to cut it down to 2. It's 45 to 40 right now, and Ainsworth White trying to make it more.
White converting the front end of the 1-and-1. (45-41) Bruins lead. Late first half action from the J.M. Porter Athletic Complex. Full court pressure once again by the Hawks. Bruins no trouble breaking. Eddie Craig almost double dribbled that time and almost gave it away. Euro Clara back inside to Craig. He'll put it up, nothing there. Here comes Ainsworth White. He's a 1-on-2, pulls up, jumper, no good, front iron. Rebounds his own shot. Here's Carvalho, 3-point land, nothing there. Eddie Craig, big rebound. Can't hold on though, gives it away. White turns defense into offense once again. 1-point advantage now for the Bruins.
The Bruins are just getting beat underneath the boards here.
A little bit of a mental lapse like the Hawks had at about the 5-minute mark. The Bruins doing the same here in the late going first half. Inside, can't hold on as Drasdo loses it. Good defensive hustle there by Mahoney. He turns it around but gives it up on the loose pass.
There's a 4-on-1 here for Humber.
Sutherland jumper, baseline, can't get it to go. Big rebound, Lowry, he can't hold on. Drasdo ends up with it. 37 seconds now, and Sheridan will use some of the clock as Mahoney brings it up over the timeline. Man-to-man defense by Humber. Clara goes baseline, gets a drive and a foul that time, and give it to Carvalho. Carvalho, a Silverthorne product, and going to the stripe will be Clara. He'll have probably 2 shots.
Well, in the last 3 minutes here, the Bruins have gotten 1 shot on offense, and the ball's been straight back down, and Humber's been getting 3, 4, at least 3 and 4 chances every time down the floor. And it's not the big guys who are getting the rebounds for Humber. It's the little guys. They're going in there. The big Bruins are coming down with the ball, and the little guys are sitting there waiting for them, and they just slap it right out of their hands.
There's a nice shot from our baseline camera, our cable neck crew. We lose it a little bit there, but there's Clara. But that's fundamentals, Dave. You got to bring down that rebound, but you got to keep it up above your head so those little guys can't go into the woods and come up with an easy turnover as they've been doing thus far tonight. So we'll see maybe if Coach A recognizes that and goes in at halftime, gives the guys a little bit of a blitz, and we'll see if the the defensive rebounding, especially for the Bruins, picks up here in the second half of tonight's game. Mahoney breaks it over the timeline. Dixon sees a man inside. Nice play by White defensively. Can't hold on. Bruins can't get it to go. Dixon will pick up a foul from behind as he reached in and grabbed number 31, Doug Lowry. And Lowry will take the long stretch down to the other end. And here's the look at it again as Dixon tries to feed it in. White makes a nice defensive play. Eddie Craig can't get it to go, and there's the Dixon foul.
All of a sudden, the Bruins have lost their shooting touch, inside and outside. A couple of minutes ago, everything was dropping. Now everything's going off the rim and straight into the hands of the Hawks. They're really boxing out well here.
It looks like they put the big saran wrap up over the basket in the last couple minutes here for the Bruins, and they're finding it tough to get points.
Either that or chicken wire. I heard they use that sometimes too.
High scoring affair so far, 47-44, 13 seconds to go. We don't see that much of a score. They usually average in the 70s and 80s, more like high 60s even sometimes here in the OCAA. So we could be into a 199 game here if it keeps up this action.
Well, we're talking about two teams here that like to run with the ball. They like to score.
Here's Dixon over the line to Drasdo as the first half winds down. Drasdo can't get it to go. Might have one final opportunity. 1 second, it's up. Front iron and off. So that'll be our score as we wound down here in the first half. An exciting half it was. We saw the Bruins come out and build by the 15-minute mark, build a 7 or 8 point lead, but then sort of go into a mental lapse, and Humber took full advantage and got right back into it. Now trail only one, 47-46 here. And there's our score. Still
a good half for both teams. They're really working hard. They've had good stretches. They've had bad stretches. This has been the Bruins' problem all year: inconsistency. Sometimes they'll go and they'll have a really good spurt for 10 minutes or so. They'll go ahead, they'll get a big 9-point lead like they did tonight, and then in the next 6 minutes they'll fritter it away. And this has been the story for them all year. They're not playing really consistent ball, but still they're in this game tonight. And I mean, 47-46 at halftime against the Humber Hawks, one of the best teams in the nation. They won the national championship last year. They've been in the national championships the last 3 years running. 47-46 at halftime. You can't be disappointed with that.
Now, what do you do if you're Coach Katz for Humber? What do you tell your team as you go in here at the halftime break? Anything?
Well, do more of the same. They've been doing really well. They've got to keep really active on defense. And that's the major point. And they got to box out inside. They can't give the Bruins those second and third chances. And as far as for the Bruins, it's the same thing for them. They got to box out inside. The Bruins have to control those boards. It's a must. And if the Bruins don't control the boards, it's gonna stay close like this. If the Bruins control the boards like they should be able to, this game's going to be the Bruins will win by at least 10, 15 points maybe.
If I'm Coach Katz for Humber, I tell my guys on the defensive boards, the big guys, they got to help me out, because my little guys are helping me out on the offensive boards by stripping the ball away from the big kids of Sheridan. Now, if you're Coach A, you just got to tell your guys to keep up the hustle and maybe get the ball to drop a little bit. Just to keep telling them to shoot away, and the ball will drop sooner or later. They put up 47 points here in the first half, and you don't see that too often.
The pace of this first half has just been amazing, and it's up and down the floor, up and down the floor. And Humber doesn't really, they don't really substitute that much. They have 3 guys they bring in, and it'll be interesting to see if they can keep this pace up for the whole game.
That's right. So we got a good second half coming up. The Humber Hawks, ranked number 5 in the nation, versus the number 2 ranked Sheridan Bruins. An exciting second half to come for Steve Foxcroft and Dave Hughes. We'll take this brief timeout and be back with second half action in just one moment.
The Sports Network, you're closer than the front row.
Don't just think about it. Do it, do it, do it. Do it with a friend and you both can bend. Do it for your muscles, it'll make them hustle. Do it for your feet, it's kind of neat. Do it with some action, participation. Don't just think about it. Do it, do it, do it. Hearts is a passion. Get with the action. Do it, do it, do it.
Just underway, and we got a doozy of a ball game here, Dave. 47-46, the Bruins lead.
Amazing pace, amazing everything for this game so far. Just good defense, good offense everywhere.
It's almost like you can tune off your sets and tune in for the last 10 seconds, because I think that's when this game's going to be decided. There's a nice shot of Peter Mahoney. He pulls out the Bruins offense. They switch ends now here for the second half. Going inside and getting one to go was number 25, Frank Paris. He led all scores with 15 points in the first half, and he picked up where he left off.
He shot that one and then immediately got down on his knees and prayed for that one to go in.
Okay, here come the Hawks. Here's Sutherland. Top of the key for White. White goes side baseline. Back out to Sutherland. Takes a dribble and a shot. Good no call there.
Sutherland's not making any shots out there. He's got as cold as a guy can be shooting from the floor. He's missed 8 in a row.
That time the foul to Humber on Anthony White, his third personal of the ball game. First team foul of the second half, and an errant Bruins pass picked off by Earl Moncrief going to the hoop, and he gets fouled by Ural Clara and will go to the stripe.
A horrible, horrible pass there by Mahoney out of the corner. He just threw it across and gave it right to Moncrief out in front.
Take a look at it again. There you see the sideline. Mahoney goes.
Moncrief says thank you very much and goes to the hoop.
Cardinal rule is never throw cross-court passes on the offense or the defensive end, front court or back court. Mahoney broke the Cardinal rule that time and is paying the price, and so is Ural Clara, as he had to end up taking a personal foul on the play. Moncrief makes it 49-48 now, Bruins. Mahoney having trouble again in that corner. He's double-teamed. Shot clock winding down. There's a 10-second count, remember, in the backcourt as they go coast to coast. The number 55, Drasdo, was walking that out-of-bounds line like a tightrope. He ends up with the ball now. Goes baseline Clara for a jumper. Can't get it to go that time. Rebound Sutherland out to White. He's up over the timeline now. Gets control of the ball, has Lowry with them. Top of the key jumper, nothing there. Big rebound that time by the Hawks. Can't get it to go. They're fighting for it in there. Drasdo finally picks it up. It goes out of bounds, and he fires it off of White.
Good play by Drasdo there. He was going down out of bounds with the ball, and he just reached back and bounced it off Ainsworth White's knees. Now the Bruins are still getting out hustled on the defensive boards. They gotta box out on those defensive boards, and they gotta get those defensive rebounds.
Heads up play by Drasdo. Remember, in college rules, you cannot intentionally throw the ball off of an opposing player. That is ruled as a violation and turns it over. So if the official, Bob Wiley, ruled that Drasdo had intentionally thrown the ball off of White that time, then it would have went to the Humber Hawks, even though it went off of them last.
Moncrief and White both with 3 fouls now for Humber.
Inbounds Mahoney. New shot clock for the Bruins. Nice behind the back pass that time by Mahoney. Here's Clara. Top of the key, Ferris. Make that Paris. He can't get it to go. Rebound near side. Bruins off the boards. And a big rebound by Drasdo. Can't get it to go. Clara can't get it to go. Drasdo again, and there's a foul on the play.
A lot of skin inside there. A lot of skin inside there that time. Guys going up and risk getting slapped and everything. And I think that's Ainsworth White, and I think he's got 4 fouls.
So, and just like that, Coach Katz goes down his bench, and we'll have a new Hawk into the ball game, none other than Tony Cavallo. And I think because of the foul trouble, Cavallo is seeing a lot more playing time tonight than he usually gets for this Humber squad.
Drasdo shooting 51.6 from the line, not your greatest free throw shooter. This is all mental here. You just got to concentrate on that back of the rim and put the thing up with a good knee bend and follow through right to the rim. It's the only way you're going to do, and the only way you're going to get any better at it is by shooting them.
Got to count on Drasdo for some big rebounds here in the second half. And there's a steal. We'll count on him for that as well. He turns defense into offense. Bruins up by 4. Here come the Hawks. They throw it away. Mahoney just there. He was the only one in town. In fact, if that was football, you'd have an intentional grounding on that time. Drasdo, top of the key. Mahoney, jumper, 2. Humber Hawks on a quick inbounds, and here comes Moncrief. Nice bounce pass line, length of the floor, handled by Sutherland. Through 2 Bruins that time, and Sutherland was there at the other end. Nice play. Here's Sutherland, near side, bounce pass in for Lowry, and just as great as that bounce pass by Moncrief was, Sutherland's bounce pass was terrible.
Everything Sutherland's doing tonight is just turning into cooked spinach. It's not doing anything out there.
Ural Clara now goes coast to coast for the Bruins, goes up, can't get it to drop. Rebound that time, Tomlinson. This is Carvalho. Far side Moncrief. Goes into the land of the Giants, fires it outside, 3-point land. Count it. That was Doug Lowry.
Doug Lowry, that's his first 3-pointer of the night. He's tried 4 of them.
Bruins taunting with a 5-second violation on the inbounds, but goes coast to coast. Paris can't get it to drop. Rebound Hawks, and here comes Moncrief. 2-on-2. Cavallo, jumper, 2 more. And just like that, Coach Wayne Allison for the Bruins has to call a timeout, forced to call a timeout, as his troops can't get anything to go here in the early going of the second half.
Well, we've seen 3.5 minutes here, and in this 3.5 minutes, we've seen about 14 turnovers now. Both ends,
That's
both
right.
sides are doing it. It's just really scrambly out there. None of the good basketball that we saw in the beginning. At the start of the game, the Bruins were breaking the press. Now it seems they can't get by the Hawks press, and the Hawks can't get by the Bruins press. Everybody's turning the ball over, and you're just getting a lot of easy baskets.
Right, Jar, so interesting to see what Coach A will be saying. I think he's settling down his troops, and that's got to be frustrating for him. The first 5 minutes of the second half is always the time that you got to get your boys coming out and all fired up. But he's having problems here, and after you just go in and tell them what you want to do and lay out a second half game plan at halftime, and coming out in the first 5 minutes having to call a timeout to regroup, you don't like to do that as a coach.
Well, they did come out really fired up, but they might have come out too fired up, and he's still got a young team. He's got to settle them down a bit. It's a good timeout.
Oh yeah, definitely had to call the timeout at that juncture, and here they are almost throwing the ball away again. They do.
Good steal there. Good steal there by Kenny Gray.
And Claro will pick up his 4th personal foul.
That's 3rd personal for Claro there.
Yep.
It's still okay, but they might see him change anyways.
Garnis coming in. Claro will stay, and sitting will be Ed Craig. Hawks on the inbounds. Carvalho. They got a new 30-second count. Carvalho working one-on-one against Mahoney. Near side for Kenneth Gray. Top of the key, Carvalho. He's got Moncrief going into the paint. Moncrief jumper, nothing there. Air. Big rebound, Drasdo.
The Bruins' big guys are getting in Moncrief's face in there, and he's not taking the ball to the basket like he usually does. Everything's coming up 6 inches short.
Clara, baseline J. This is where he's tough. Can't get it to go that time. Big rebound that time by Paris. Goes out of bounds.
Paris strong rebounding inside there. Just goes right over the back of Kenny Gray. Kenny Gray can't control it and pushes the ball out of bounds.
Both teams now starting to get into this game. You see the coaches for Humber led by Coach Katz, and we'll take a look at this action again under the hoop. Clara can't get it dropped that time. Paris working hard for the rebound. Just knocked out, though, by Kenneth Gray. As you were mentioning, both coaches into it. Coach A getting on his troops from the sidelines, calling timeouts, and Coach Katz working the sideline. He's up and down on one knee and everything.
Bad pass there by Drasdo. And Carvalho working hard on defense.
Carvalho, 3-pointer. Good follow that time by 21 Kenneth Gray. He had 4 first half points, and he gets 2 more that time. And the Hawks lead again for the first time in the second half. And then once again, Coach Katz working that sideline. All of the coaches now down on their knees. Bruins inbounds. Their backcourt. Mahoney will bring it over the timeline. Double teamed. Pass over on this near side for Drasdo. Drasdo top of the key. Mahoney drives in. Layup and 2 and a foul.
Beautiful move inside there. Steve Mahoney just Steve Mahoney, Peter Mahoney, just got the ball and drove straight for the basket, put it up and laid it in there and drew the foul. Just a beautiful, beautiful play.
We'll probably take a look at it again here. There you see Mahoney. We'll see what he did just seconds ago. Drasdo off to Mahoney. Sees he's got room, goes to the land of the Giants. Nice scoop layup and a foul. Converts the three-point play. Bruins up by 2. Token pressure now. Full court man-to-man they pick up. Clara playing tough defense against Moncrief. Moncrief uses a pick, goes baseline, another layup action that time.
That's what Moncrief does best right there. They cleared out for him and he just took the ball straight to the hoop.
Clara now far sideline over the timeline, 2-on-2, pulls it up, uses Mahoney. Mahoney sets it up, goes into the paint once again, jumper, nothing there, partially blocked. Drasdo rebound offensively, foul, and just couldn't get it over the front of the rim.
Drasdo will go to the line. He's good, tough inside. That's where he's best, down low on the post. Drasdo doesn't really play a good high post. He's really a low man in there, and big beefy arms like that. He's 6'6", he's about 230 pounds, and he's tough to move out of there.
There you saw the score, 57-all. Interesting move this time by Coach Allison. Brings in, as Clara just got beat defensively by Moncrief, brings in John Dixon, maybe a little bit more speed on defense, maybe taking a little something away offensively. We'll see how that proves here as Dixon matches up right away with Earl Moncrief.
Well, Dixon's hands are a little quicker than Clara's, and his feet, he's a little bit more active, but Moncrief just goes right over top of him anyways.
So there you see Dixon that time staying with them, and a timeout called by Drasdo. Good heads-up play as he couldn't get an inbounds man, and Coach A getting on our boy John Dixon a little bit as he was standing still on the inbounds, and you got to make a few V-cuts.
Dixon's a first-year player there, and he didn't do his job. He was out wide. He was taking his man wide, which he's supposed to do at the beginning, but if he can't find a man out there, he's got to cut to the center of the floor and take that inbounds pass. I mean, they've only got 5 seconds to get the ball inbounds, and if everybody's standing around, they're not going to get it inbounds, because the easiest way to cover a guy is for you to stand still. He's just going to stand in front of you, and he'll wave at the ball if it comes by. Bruins wouldn't have had a chance there to get the ball in bounds. A good call by Drasdo there to call the timeout before the 5 seconds were up.
Drasdo out of Cambridge, and our score here is 59-58 in favor of Humber as they take a 1-point advantage here in the early going. 14:35 remaining. But interesting to note, as we look up to the sky, we see that Sheridan is already in the bonus situation. So that will prove vital, I'm sure, as we head down the stretch. Here they are, Drasdo on the inbounds once again. This time Dixon is a little bit more effective, moving, V-cutting. Inbounds, almost stolen there, but picked up by the big guy. That's number 42, Jason Garnis out of Belleville. Going coast to coast was Mahoney, but he took a suitcase along with him. Both referees, Snadero and Wiley, pick up on that and call him for the traveling violation. We'll take a look at it again. Here he is, Mahoney, goes inside, scooped the ball, palmed it, traveled, did everything there. Here's Carvalho now for the Hawks. He's being worked by Mahoney. Nice pick set there by Kenneth Gray. Carvalho uses it. Inside, Lowry with the turnaround J, and it goes. Hawks with their biggest lead. They're up by 3.
Lowry started to get hot. That could be bad news for the Bruins. He's a big shooter. He shoots a lot of three-pointers, and he's good from outside.
Offensive foul that time. As going to the hoop was Jason Garnis, but equal to the task defensively was number 31, Doug Lowry. He's playing both ends, coast to coast here tonight.
Well, Lowry didn't have a good first half. He was sort of in a fog, and you'll see here he just sets himself up and gets himself right in front of Garnis there and draws the charge. Lowry, good to see, well, good for the Hawks to see him in the game. Bad news for the Bruins.
Here's Moncrief. He'll take a little time now off the clock as he's got a 3-point advantage, as he and his Humber Hawks do. Dixon there defensively, a lot of banging and clanging inside. Baseline J, nothing there. Rebound Bruins by Drasdo. Dumps it off the flat. He's back in his point guard position. Coach A, he's had a lot of time on the pine. Baseline J, Mahoney, nothing there. Big rebound, Lowry. And here comes Carvalho. He's got a man with him. It's Gray. Goes to the hoop. Good play defensively. Dixon as he sticks a hand in and bats it away.
That's what we said about Dixon. He's got good hands. Turnover king. He'll turn the ball over. Great hands there. Watch this. He just comes down and goes around the backside and just reaches in and swats the ball away from Kenny Gray there. Gray looked really surprised. He didn't know. He didn't get fouled. It was clean. And he looked, came up, looked straight at the referee, but the referee, he was watching everything. He saw that was all ball.
What's he doing?
This is Carvalho, top of the key. He's got a man open in the middle. Didn't see him. It was Tomlinson. Here's number 23, Wayne Wright. Hasn't seen a lot of action tonight, but here he is leading the offense on the point guard. Carvalho got away with a whack. Sutherland goes into the paint. Scoop shot, and it goes out the window. Hawks by 5. Bruins once again inbounds. Here comes Flack. Got a man going down court. It's Eddie Craig out of Lauren Park. Bruins now pull it out and they'll set up. This is Paris. He's got to get moving. He had 15 in the first half, 2 so far in the second. Dixon's got a man on the baseline, doesn't use them. Here's Paris. Goes from far outside. Makes it a 3-point ball game. Here come the Hawks. Carvalho. This is second half action from the J.M. Porter Athletic Complex on the campus of Sheridan College in Oakville, Ontario. The number 2 ranked nationally Sheridan Bruins and the number 5 ranked Humber Hawks. And in OCAA basketball, we play 2 halves, a first and a second half, both 20 minutes in length. We're in second half action. And that's a nice play. Turnaround jumper was Drasdo, and here come the Bruins back. They now trail by 1. 12:08 remaining. Carvalho now brings back the Hawks. And they're in desperate need now of a basket. Good contact there on the screen. Going into the paint and bodied a little bit was Kenneth Gray, and he's going to get the call.
And Craig in there just put the body on him just as Gray was going in, sliding in. Craig slid alongside and drew the foul there.
So going to the line and a much needed break for everybody. As you see everybody hunched over, grabbing their shorts or everything there, and there you see the foul on the last play, and everybody's hunched over, grabbing their tights. Kenneth Gray at the line, shooting 2 for the Hawks.
Bruins are in the bonus situation here. They're not really a great foul shooting team, so for Humber that doesn't really matter too much. The thing that does matter is Moncrief with 3 fouls, Carvalho with 3 fouls, and White with 4 fouls. They could be in big trouble if they lose one of those players.
Big part of the Hawks game is their point guard position. They got 3 tough ones, and there's Clara, hits a 2-pointer. And the Bruins go up by 1 now, 64-63, 11:30 and clicking.
Just outside of 3-point range on that one. I think Clara thought he had a 3-pointer, but
both feet were definitely on the line though. Baseline J that time. Wayne Wright, we mentioned he's from West Humber, hasn't seen a lot of board time tonight, but a big J there as he keeps his Hawks in front by 1. Here come the Bruins. Paris, he might take it. Dixon goes baseline, has an opportunity. Good scoop layup there.
John Dixon left all alone wide on the baseline there, and he says, thank you very much, I'll take the layup.
There you see a brief shot of some of the fans. They're getting into it a little bit here. This is court. Sutherland, top of the key, Wayne Wright. He's all of a sudden doing a whole bunch of stuff. Kenneth Gray couldn't handle the pass. It bounces out of bounds. Easy turnover for the Bruins that time. Good hustle on defense. Hawks make changes, as do the Bruins. Dixon takes a rest. Clara and Mahoney now will run the offense from the point position. Here's Paris, and he can fly if he gets motoring down that sideline. Goes into the paint. Skyhook. Clara goes up high to get a rebound, but traveled when he came down. Took the extra little hop. And for Clara, as you mentioned, off near the top of the show, he almost bounces when he has the ball.
I think he's got flubber in his shoes there. Every time he comes down on the floor, he goes straight back up.
Pete Thompson dishes off to Carvalho. He'll go top side. Now goes back to the middle, top of the key jumper. Front iron, nothing there. Mahoney rebounds, got 2 men with him. 2-on-1 now for the Bruins. Baseline J, nothing there.
Well, Paris should have followed that one. One thing players don't do enough, they don't follow their own jump shot. If he had followed that one, he would have had an easy layup.
Here's Wayne Wright, product of West Humber. Dish inside, nice turnaround. Hook shot by Tomlinson, can't get it to go. Bruins rebound, here's Mahoney, dishes off Claire. He'll go to the hoop, goes top and gets a foul. And that'll be charged to Heath Tomlinson. Tomlinson had 7 first-half points for Humber.
Well, we're starting to see everybody run out there again, and you can see The Bruins are starting to hurt there. Clara here, you'll see the replay. He goes up strong and draws the foul.
For Clara, he doesn't need to see a lot of light to go to the hoop.
Everybody out there is breathing real hard now.
Humber making 3 changes now. Clara at the charity line, he'll have 2. Cans the first. We're under the 10-minute mark now. This half has just seemed to be flying by. Clara ironing out that time. Rebound by David Adams, Guelph Centennial. And Adams, the young kid, had 4 first half points. Big part of the Humber team contributing. Comes from a tough school, that Guelph Centennial. They produce winners there. Here's Moncrief, had the ball checked away. Top of the key, Ainsworth White. He'll take a jumper from 12 feet, and he can't. And nothing but string music that time. Here's Paris. He'll break the press all by himself. Hustling back was Moncrief. He tips it away. White picks up, and here come the Hawks. Sutherland jumper. Iron and nothing there. Big rebound by Eddie Craig. Here comes Mahoney. He's got a man with him. Drasdo. Nice defensive play by Moncrief. He'll pick it up and start back for the Hawks. He's got White and Sutherland with him, and also the young kid Adams. But he decides to pull up himself and cans it there, as you saw. Full court pressure by the Hawks. Inbounds pass to Clara. Eddie Craig turns, has Drasdo with him. One-on-one for Drasdo. Hustling back is Paris. Paris gets a rebound, but has it knocked away. It goes out of bounds. And the Bruins will keep possession. They trail by 2.
Well, the Bruins are getting a little scrambly there, trying to beat the press. They gotta get the pass up, get the ball over the line, and then control it. They're dribbling up the floor with the ball, and these little fast guys for Humber are just coming down and stealing the ball right out of their hand.
Clara rebound, he goes up high, gets a foul, and a score. Everybody's into this game. All the coaches are up, the players are up, the fans are into it. Everybody's pumped up.
Well, you said a Clarican Sky, and we'll see it here. He goes way up and draws a foul and drains it.
Got away with a push-off, too, underneath. Clara did. He pushed off number 24 for Humber, Cohane Sutherland. But nonetheless, he's to the stripe to try and convert the 3-point play, and does.
And he's the best free throw shooter on the Bruins. That's 13 points for Clara tonight so far.
Here's Moncrief. He eats up a bit of the clock now. 8:39 remaining.
I think Moncrief's just taking a break.
Yeah, that's right. Front iron, that's a good indication of him being tired. But on the rebound and a turnaround jumper, Ainsworth White. He bounces around on the iron, but gets it to drop. Inbounds pass to Craig. Near side for Clara. Dishes back to Crocker. Crocker up to Peter Mahoney from T.L. Kennedy Collegiate. He had 10 points in the first half. There's one from far outside Clara. Can't get it to go. Big rebound by Sutherland. And he has it batted away out of bounds. Hawks retain possession. They're up by 1. Inbounds pass. Moncrief will work up the timeline. Bruins now picking up. Half-court, man-to-man defense. Making a switch here. Here's Paris on Moncrief. Clara switches, and he takes the taller Sutherland. Batted back over the timeline. No violation. Bruins knocked it over. Shot clock is at 10. Here's Moncrief from three-point land. Takes a couple of dribbles. Goes inside to the paint. Jumper. Good. Hawks by 3 now.
Moncrief has really started to take over here in the second half.
Hawks still in that full court pressure. Mahoney trying to do a little bit too much there. Turns it over. Here's Ainsworth White. He dishes off to Doug Lowry and a basket. Hawks by 5. Clara up to Paris. He'll probably go coast to coast. One man to beat. It'll get no call that time, and it goes. Paris gets it to go. Probably a good no call there by referee Snedero.
That's the second prayer of the night for Paris. He's put it up, and they've both gone in. Bruins need a few of those prayers answered here. They're down 3.
Here's a three-point attempt from far outside. Rebound is loose on the floor. Crocker picks it up, and he'll draw a foul, and that'll be against Ainsworth White, and it'll be his 5th personal.
Well, the Bruins there, they got caught standing still on defense. Everybody's standing around. They were lucky to come up with the ball here. And White just reached in there. Not a really good foul for his 5th foul. He's out of the game now. And just on a little cheap reach-in foul, Coach Mike Cates doesn't like that.
So White dusted. It'll be interesting to see now who they put in. And it looks like it will be number 23, Wayne Wright. They have 30 seconds to replace. They get him in time. We'll have a substitution for the Bruins offensively for the shooter, Crocker. And Rob Drasdo will check in as he got a pine behind for a couple minutes there. Good move by Coach A to give Drasdo a little bit of rest for the stretch drive. Hawks by 3. Crocker, he shoots in the 60%, I think, from the charity line. So big shots here for Crocker. Can't get it to go. Back iron and out. Rebound Hawks, and here they come. Sutherland with the big board that time. And here comes Moncrief. Coast to coast. Goes into the paint. Looking for the hoop. Traveling.
And Moncrief there asking the referee, what's the traveling for? Well, that's for putting the ball in your back pocket and walking with it.
He could add his freaking flyer pass out on that one. Here come the Bruins. Mahoney to Clara. Clara can't handle it. Near turnover and caught on a reach-in is number 23, Wayne Wright. 6 feet tall. Playing the guard position is Wayne Wright. He's seen a lot of second half playing time for the Hawks.
Bruins are in the bonus, and Clara 83% from the free throw line. He's going to shoot the 1-and-1 for the Bruins. Product of Bramalea Collegiate, scoring 10 points in the first half. Checks in 5'11". There's another great basketball school, Bramalea. Sheridan Bruins really draw on the region of Peel and the region of Halton for most of their basketball players. And you can see why. Some of the best basketball in the province of Ontario played in those two regions.
There comes Earl Moncrief. He's out of Eastern Commerce, and he carried the ball that time. And another turnover. More turnovers than Betty Crocker right now for Moncrief, as he's turning over every time he comes over the 10-second line.
Well, the Bruins get a chance here. They're down by 1. They get a chance to go back in front again. And with 6:30 to go, they'd like to get in front here, and they'd like to take off, try and get away from these Hawks.
Claire on the inbounds. He'll take it over the timeline. Waits for his mates to set up. Mahoney also across. Danger of an over and back call there. Moncrief, Hawks in a sort of a man-to-man on the man-to-man zone. He double dribbled that time. Number 54, Eddie Craig, called for the double dribble. And the Bruins now turn it over. And here comes Moncrief once again. Defensively, they're playing man-to-man matchup on the guards, and then a zone underneath. The Hawks are defensively all the way man-to-man for the Bruins. And a turnover, Eddie Craig. He could go coast to coast. Here's Mahoney. Can't get it to go. Batted out by a Hawk. Bruins will retain possession.
Everybody on the Hawks bench there screaming, traveling there. And I think Mahoney might have gone away with one there. The referee went to put his hand up, then he thought again, then he thought again, then... Well, he figured, oh, well, it's too late now. I can't blow the whistle.
All right, Bruins inbounds. 5:56 remaining. They're down by 1.
Flack and Garnes into the game for the Bruins.
This is Garnes, now Flack. Far side, Clara goes to the baseline, puts it up. Good check there, followed by Garnes. Stays with it, can't get it, and Clara will pick up a foul as he comes over the top. Interesting, though, that the Hawks are not in a bonus situation as yet.
Clara, the big jumper there, he's a leaper for the Bruins, and he got in there. He just got in there with all the Giants in there and went over the back of somebody.
There's our score, 75-74. The Hawks leading the Bruins back to live action now, second half action. Here's Sutherland dishing inside, and a foul as Claire reaches in and picks up 2 quick ones, and that will be his 5th personal.
He's out of the game. He's out of here.
And we'll take a look at it again, as spinning there will be Doug Lowry. You'll see Sutherland into Lowry, and there's the reach in by Claire. Referee Snedero picks up on it, and for Claire, his 5th personal, and that will probably mean that Dixon will check back in.
Well, tough break for the Bruins there. Clara, a whole mess of points. Looks like 15 points for the Bruins tonight. And they'll miss his scoring out of the lineup. And you see John Dixon coming in. They don't lose anything on defense with Dixon in there, but they do miss a little bit of offense, and they miss his offensive boards. Claire is really good on the offensive boards.
There's an interesting shot from our floor cam tonight. Before that, we saw Ozzy Osbourne over there at the Sheridan College scorers table.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to congratulate him. He's getting married coming up, believe it or not.
Osborne, a former Bruin, 3 years with the Bruins. Last year, all those knee problems, but he still hung in there.
That's right. And he's got the big rock recently, and he'll be heading down the aisle pretty soon. Top of the key jumper, Paris can't get it to go. Rebound, Sutherland. Here come the Hawks. They lead by 3. Moncrief into the hands of Moncrief. They're over the timeline. Wayne Wright with it now. Inside Lowry. Turnaround Jay. Bottom of the net. Hawks stretch their lead to 5, and what a time to do it. 4:45 remaining. Big possession now for the Bruins. Here's Flack. Dixon got away with a walk. Off the front iron. Garnis can't hold on. Rebound Paris. Shot clock at 10. Flack. Jumper. No. Nothing there. Rebound Hawks. Wainwright comes out, and they'll take a timeout. With 4:25 remaining, both teams will now be in the bonus situation. 5-point Hawks lead. 79-74.
Well, the Bruins really got to pick up their defensive play here if they're going to get back in this. They're only 5 points down. That's not really anything. But if they want to win this game, they got to pick up their defense, and they got to block out on those defensive boards. They can't keep giving Humber the second and third chances they're getting on offense. And for the Bruins, I mean, they got the size advantage. Just use it. Get in there, block out, and use your size. I mean, if you block a guy out properly, there's no way they can leap over you and get the rebound.
There we saw the perspectives of both bench. Coach Allison going over the final 4 minutes with his troops. And there we briefly saw Coach Katz and the Humber Hawks bench. Steve Foxcroft and Dave Hughes bringing you the action on the cable net game of the week. And what action it is. We're going down the stretch with this one. Hawks inbounds now. This is Tony Carvalho. He's over the timeline. Dixon playing tough man-to-man on him. Uses a screen, goes baseline, goes to the hoop. Nothing there as Drasdo says no. Lowry with the rebound, and Drasdo got up in the air, had nothing, no other option but to foul that time.
Drasdo's got to do more of that. He's got to get up there and he's got to get in their face. He's got to block some more shots in there. For a big guy, he doesn't really go after block shots aggressively in there.
Here we'll take a look at it again. You'll see the block there by Drasdo. Then he got up in the air by the pump fake, and nothing left but the foul in there as he had nothing to do but come down on top of number 31, Doug Lowry. Remember, Lowry's from Runnymede. He's been in a lot of these type of games, the high-scoring ones that go down to the final buzzer.
And that's 12 points for Lowry tonight, all of them in the second half. He's had a great second half for Humber.
Hands it, and the biggest lead of the game for the Hawks. They're up by 7. Here's Paris. He's the man that's done it all tonight for the Bruins, so you want the ball in his hands. Mahoney goes into the paint. Jay, back iron, nothing there. Big rebound, nothing for Garnis. He gets it again. He can't hold on. It went off the mechanism, and a turnover for the Bruins. Can't hit the back iron.
Well, the Bruins big guys in there, they're getting the rebounds, but they can't squeeze the ball. They can't put it in the hoop.
Once again, they're bringing it down to their waist, though. They got to keep it above their heads. When they bring it down, that's when they're losing control. Here's Carvalho. Inside this time in a turnover. Bruins need a hoop here. They come down 2-on-3. Paris jumper, foul line, nothing there, and almost a foul as the Bruins collided in. Here's Lowry at the other end. Paris goes up for a block. Here's another big rebound as Garnis hauls it in. No one seems to want to score now. 3:29, and here come the Bruins. Baseline Jay Drasdo follows it up in 2.
The Bruins call timeout. 3:21 left here. They're down by 5 points. And Wayne Allison has called his troops over. He's going to give his boys a rest, and he's just going to make sure everything's okay with them. They're going to go over. They're probably going to discuss whether they're going to press. I think they have to right now. They're probably going to do the zone press here.
There you see an exhausted bunch of Bruins on the bench. You see them all come over and just clasping and bend over, trying to catch their breath. And there's how it looks, 81-76. The Bruins down. Remember, they're ranked number 2 in the country. And there you see one of the troops who've given up their time tonight, one of our cable net volunteers. As they've come out, we'd like to thank them for doing that to provide you this action here on the cable net game of the week. Steve Foxcroft, along with Dave Hughes, bringing it to you, and we're in for an exciting action-packed 3:21 here, Dave.
3:21 left, and the Bruins down by 5 points. They're going to pick up the full press here.
Bruins full court man. Hawks stretched out around the 4. V cuts, inbounds easily. 33 Tomlinson. Back to Lowry, over to Tomlinson. Carvalho, the guard, has it now. He throws it away momentarily. The Bruins picked up by Tomlinson, and he just, in turn, throws it out of bounds again. Once again, another Betty Crocker turnover.
Peter Mahoney there intercepted the pass and gave it right up again, but the Hawks panicked, and he just threw the ball up the floor, and there was nobody on the other end. The Bruins get the ball out at the end line, but the Hawks are pressing here too.
Now we know that substitution was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. Earl Moncrief back into the game for the Hawks. Coach Katz not keeping him out too long for when the ball game is on the line here. He wants him breaking that press for the Hawks. Here's Paris now. He's on three-point land if he wants it. Takes a dribble, wastes it. Here's Dixon off the cut. Shot clock is winding down at 8. Someone's going to have to shoot soon. It might be Mahoney. He dishes off Dixon. Shot clock winding down. Dixon to the pine for 2.
Big 2 points by Dixon there. A little bit of a slow drive, but he made the 2 points anyways.
Kenneth Gray, he's blocked at this end, and now here come the Bruins. Here's Mahoney over the timeline. He's got Dixon and the big kid Garnis with him. Over to Dixon baseline, pump fake. Drasdo cans it. It's a ball game, 81-80. 2:15 now remaining. Hawks by 1. They have possession. Over the timeline. Dixon on Moncrief. There's your score. A lot of cuts inside Lowry. Turnaround Jay. Back iron and out. Mahoney rebound. Bruins will look for the lead with this possession. Mahoney goes down. He pulls it out now. Drasdo is exhausted. He's over the timeline. Takes a foul shot jumper. And he cans it. And the Hawks will call time.
17 points for Drasdo. A great shot there. He just came down, pulled up right at the top of the key, hit the little jumper, and the Hawks are forced to call a timeout here. How Bruins just a
excellent comeback, and how Drasdo had the physical strength to even pump that shot off, I don't know. And he was under excellent defense play there. And there you see the score, 82-81, 148. There's referee Bob Wiley. He's poised for the stretch drive now, as the Hawks will take possession with the 148 remaining, and a lot of timeouts now. Good thing that both coaches save their timeouts, because that comes in very important at this juncture, because if you get down, you want to score with the clock stopped. So that means if you score, you want to stop the clock so it doesn't run out on you.
Absolutely. The Bruins a minute ago, they were down 7 points. They put on an 8-point spurt, and now they're up 82-81. Wayne Allison's got to be happy with that. He never shows it.
What a game we have here. The cable net game of the week. Sheridan Bruins ranked number 2 in the nation. The Humber Hawks ranked number 5. Everything on the line now as we count it down. Here's Moncrief. He'll set up the Hawks offense. They play a 1-2-2 offense. Screening away. Moncrief goes and Drasdo comes out of nowhere.
Drasdo read that all the way. He came from the top of the key, left his man at the top of the key, came down, leaped into the air. Watch this. Drasdo comes out of nowhere and just swats it into the wall.
Lowry from 3 points, and he cans it. Hawks now by 2. Drasdo playing like a man possessed in this last 3 minutes. He's physically exhausted. As Carvalho bats the ball out of bounds, the Bruins will retain possession.
Bruins got the call there. Interesting to note the possession arrow pointing towards
the Hawks. Humber. Turnover, here's Lowry. Jumper, Drasdo bumped him, didn't get a call. Here comes Mahoney now. Bruins need a bucket. 1 minute, 7-8-6 now remaining. Mahoney has the ball batted away. Here's Moncrief. He'll be fouled, you gotta know. But he missed the layup, no foul. Moncrief is hurt.
Laurie with the follow there. A great second half for Doug Laurie. He's just playing an amazing second half. And there you see Earl Moncrief down.
He looks like he might have hyperextended a knee, or maybe just cramps, so hopefully it is just a cramp. as he went in, and I thought there would be a foul on the play, but Dixon let him go.
Well, there was good defense by Dixon there. Like you said, he's got quick hands. He gets in there, and he just does enough to distract him.
Yep.
Just did enough to distract Moncrief from missing, to make Moncrief miss the layup there. But Doug Laurie came in with the follow there. He was untouched. Drasdo should have blocked him out, but Drasdo was concentrating on Moncrief too, and Laurie was left all alone. He just put it in.
There's a couple of the Sheridan Bruin fans. I think they look a little bit concerned at what's in store for their hometown Bruins as they trail by 4. And we're into double digits now, 59 seconds remaining here in the second half action. What a cable net game of the week this has been. Bruins now on the inbounds. They have the whole entire baseline to run, and Mahoney turns it over.
Mahoney just dribbled it off his foot there under pressure. The Bruins got the inbounds play they wanted.
And here's a good sign. Moncrief is back into the game, so obviously it was just a cramp. Hawks with a very important possession here. They'll take the full 30. Bruins full court man defense all over the place. Moncrief, Mahoney's on him. Moncrief with a nice behind the back pass.
And he called a
caught for the travel though, as he did slip a bit. His feet did move. And a good call by referee Snadero. Inbounds to Dixon. The Hawks are playing full court man, don't forget. As Dixon throws it away, Lowry and Mahoney on the turnover, and he gets a bucket. They don't get the timeout called in time. And Sutherland will bring it up back to Moncrief. That's who they want the ball in the hands of. The Hawks and Bruins have played many a final second matchup in years gone by, and this one is no exception.
And Carvalho gets fouled there. He'll go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Going back over the years, the Bruins and the Hawks have played many last-second games, and this one no exception. As there on that last play, you saw Mahoney turning an offensive turnover by Lowry into a bucket. And now the Bruins trail by 2, but going to the stripe now will be Tony Carvalho, and he'll have 1 and dip. The bonus. There's Coach Allison. He's got his sleeves rolled up. He's into this one as the final seconds tick down. Carvalho, deep knee bend, can't get it to go. Bruins with one more chance. Here's Dixon. He's over the timeline. He's double teamed. Passes off to Mahoney. Mahoney for 3. He's going for the win. Off the front iron. Drasdo rebound. Into the paint. Turn around, Jay. Gets a foul. And a score. As the Bruins bench erupts, still 15 seconds remaining. Drasdo goes to the line for 1.
Drasdo with his 19th point of the night. Maybe we'll get another look at it here. He just burst through 2 Hawks defenders right at the foul line there and put it up. Caught a lot of rim, rolled around once or twice, but it dropped. And Drasdo has the chance to complete the 3-point play here with 15 seconds left. He can put the Bruins up by 1.
Now here's a move of Coach Katz. I've seen him do this before. He told his troops to wait until just before the official was going to hand the ball to Drasdo and then call the timeout. A little bit of icing on Drasdo here, so we'll see if it works. Drasdo makes a nice spin move at the top of the key. Maybe we have it on replay, maybe we don't. We'll have to see. And he gets the bucket to fall. Now he's at the charity line, looking to win it here for the Bruins. But remember, 15 seconds left, and how the ball's been going in tonight, that's a lot of time.
Well, Kate's a good move there. Drasdo's just a 53% free throw shooter. And tonight, Drasdo's hit his first, but he's missed his next 3.
Here's how the Bruins go up. Mahoney tries to win it for 3, comes off the front iron. Drasdo picks it up. Spin move there, hold that time by Carvalho. And there you see the ball drop a couple of times off the iron. And here comes Drasdo as he leads. He's the one leading the Bruins back onto the floor. He wants to get to the line, and he wants to win it.
Drasdo's missed his last 3 foul shots here tonight. He's made 1 of them, but he's missed 3 already.
Throw all that out the window now, though, Dave, because the ball game's on the line. He could be the money man right here. Back iron, and it goes. Hawks have 15 seconds for a score. Full court pressure by the Bruins. Here comes Wayne Wright. He's been a second half man along with Lowry. Right downtown for Tomlinson. Back iron and a foul with 3 seconds remaining. Hawks had to foul. They couldn't get it to go. Lowry was the man who had to foul. Mahoney will go to the line. He'll have 1 and if the bonus.
3 seconds left here. You'll see